How you doing, guys? It's Skiga, and today I'm finally bringing you a tutorial for the map to Riese, which I've wanted to do for quite some time. And I finally got the time to do it and go to a decently far level just to show you guys that this strategy works. And I just started off on round 4 here, because everyone knows what to do in the beginning rounds, and it's really simple. But pretty much you want to get anywhere between 3,000 and 5,000 points. I'd say open the first door on the if you're looking at the pack-a-punch, then open the door on the left. Um, around 3 or around 4, you should go. A tip that I have, a lot of people will say that you should just shoot like all your bullets into their legs, like shoot them 6 times and then knife them because that maximizes your points. But what I like to do is just knife them the first round because it's pretty much an insta kill, and then it just saves you your ammo so you can stay in the starting room longer. And then once you get out of the starting room, as you saw a little while back, you get the Thompson. The Thompson can pretty much take you however far you want to go. I mean, it can get you to around like 15 or 20 unupgraded, and then you can just upgrade it, and that'll pretty much get you to like 30 or 40. And it's just a really good gun. And I think it's like probably one of the best wall guns. I mean, it's probably comparable to the MP40 and stuff like that, but it's just in a really convenient location for the strategy where it's really easy to make ammo runs and it's right on your way and stuff like that. But this little area right here is where you want to be till about around, you can pretty much go anywhere from like 9 to 12. You should be able to hold up here. And once you get enough points, go get Speed Cola and Juggernog and Bouncing Betties. Um, I'd say Speed Cola and Juggernog are the most essential perks on this map. You don't even have to have. If you have to choose between one of the two right now, around round 5 or 6, I'd say go with Speed Cola. Because if you have Speed Cola, the zombies aren't even going to touch you. But if you don't have Speed Cola, then they might get close to you because it's going to take you longer to reload and stuff. So I'd say get Speed Cola because you don't really need to worry about getting hit right now. But if you can, just get both of them, get that out of the way. And then when you get the Bouncing Betties, you're going to want to stockpile them up, put them in like a corner or something, because those can help you either when you get in trouble and the zombies start overrunning you. But mainly you can use them for dogs. Dogs are super simple. You don't, like, they're not a problem really. People think they might be hard, but they're really not. There's multiple strategies that you can use. Well, after like the second round of dogs, it gets pretty difficult to kill them with just a gun. But there's a couple things you can do. The main strategy is that's what the bouncing betties are for, and there you want to open the door and get the Bowie knife. The Bowie knife isn't going to be that effective against zombies anymore, but I mean, you can shoot them. Well, if you shoot like a couple bullets into them, then you can knife them, but you don't really want to risk getting too close to them, especially when you're hoarding and stuff. But the Bowie knife's mainly just going to be for dogs, but I'll get to the next dog round. This is pretty much the strategy that you're going to want to use. Stand on that ledge there until you start getting overrun, and then run back in here, run a loop or two until you get a majority of the zombies. And you can, if there's not a lot, you can just start picking them off, but make sure you watch your back because they will spawn behind you. So then you can run around in here. That's actually one strategy that I use, running around in here. You might see that later on in the game, I'm not sure. But it's it works, but I wouldn't recommend it as like the strategy to get you to far rounds or anything because it's kind of risky, and I have gone down doing it, and it's not like a set thing. So here, I'm just linking the teleporters. I don't think I actually pack a punch for another couple rounds, but I just wanted to have that option just in case. So here's where the teleporting spots, or I guess, yeah, they're teleporters, and then you have to link them back to the mainframe. Here's where they are. You have 30 seconds, but it's really not a problem. It only takes about 10 to 15 depending on which spot you're at. And I think each time you link it, it gives you a drop, but I didn't know that. I thought it was just the last time you link it. And but so I think I might have wasted a couple, but the last time I link it, I end up getting like a max ammo, I think, which you'll see in a second. But it didn't really matter because I mean I think I missed like a nuke or something maybe. I mean I had a crawler. I don't need a nuke and stuff like that. So here's gonna keep going. Do I skip? Oh, there's a nuke right there. I think I'm gonna skip a round or two. Let's see what happens. No, I guess we're still on round 15. Yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, the strategy is perfectly fine. I suggest that pretty much the number one strategy that I can give you is running this whole loop around the map. And you just want to be careful. Like you see, I'm hoarding the zombies in here. It does work, but it's risky. And you can go down. I mean, if you're like definitely if you're not like good at zombies, I wouldn't recommend that at all. I'd say do this strategy because this strategy is much easier and it's like actually pretty hard to go down. The only spot you have to watch is when you're going up the stairs. Oh, and there was one spot. I don't know if that was the spot. I got stuck in a corner right there, and I was like, "Holy shit! How the hell did I get out of that?" And luckily, I had monkeys, because you see here, like I did get in trouble in that spot, but the monkeys got me out of it. And so I wouldn't really recommend this spot too much. Like I said, just run the loop. If you can get a Wonder Waff, that would be helpful. There's only really one spot you have to watch out for, and that's when you're running up the stairs back in the back building by the teleporter, so you can jump off the ledge and then run back around. Because the zombies, if you kill them, the zombies will spawn there. So you might not want to, once you jump off the bridge, you might not want to kill them until you run back down here through this way, and then you can stand in that little doorway there and just shoot them, and then run back around and then here I started utilizing traps because I didn't really need the traps, but I was kind of on a limited time constraint, and I was just kind of getting bored too, but I did go somewhere. So I was just trying to speed up the game as much as possible, and like I had like 30,000 points or something, so I was just like, why not? And I think I'm gonna, what am I gonna do here? It's dogs here. Here's just another example of dogs, even on round 18, and I don't think dogs really get any stronger after the third or fourth time. It's really easy, just shoot them a couple times, and then you can knife them, or just run them over the bouncing betties. Or if you get a ray gun or a wonder wop, that'll kill them too. It's really easy, you don't have to worry about it. And then somewhere around like 18, 19, 20, the dogs actually start spawning with the zombies, which is like unique. It's a unique characteristic to this map only. So but that's really not a problem. The dogs are just a little faster than the zombies, and you can easily outrun them with a sprint. But generally, like if you're walking, um, they won't be that bad either. And dogs hits do less damage. See, I almost get trapped there again, so I'm just like, you know what, I'm just gonna run the full loop because otherwise I'm just gonna get screwed. I actually got kind of lucky this game in a couple different situations, but what are you gonna do? What was I saying? Oh yeah, dogs spawn with the zombies, but it's really not a problem. You can outrun them, and they do less damage than the zombies do. So like if they hit you, like it won't do as much um, damage or anything. So it might take like 5 or 6 hits as opposed to 4 hits, pretty much. And yeah, it can get a little annoying, but it's really not a problem. And it still applies like the same for dog rounds. You can just shoot them a couple times and then knife them with a Bowie knife if they're in your way. It's really not a big deal. I think I took 4 hits there too, and I was flashing red, and I was like, oh shit. And then there I was killing them, so I was afraid that they might spawn at the top of the stairs, so I just ran a loop. And I knew there was no zombies behind them, so I just ran out the door. There's like a couple different loops you can run there. Like you can see, you can run one in the main building. I wouldn't suggest like doing that full time, but if you're just trying to get the zombies more compacted, you can run like 1 or 2 loops around. Just be careful. You might not be able to run a full circle. You might have to run like a banana loop kind of thing, where you just go one way and then you turn back and go back where you came from the other way. And there, I skipped a couple of rounds. I was trying to get a Wonder Waff from the box just for shits and giggles because I wanted to go down at round 25. And I was just screwing around with a ray gun there because obviously this map doesn't have PhD flabber, so I was just like spamming it like hell, and then I ended up downing myself. But it was it didn't really matter. I had quick revive and stuff like that. It was easy to go get my perks back. I had enough money. And I think I was scared. I was almost gonna die there. I was like, shit, no. That would be like the most epic fail ever if I get cocky and I'm like, yeah, I'm going around 25, and then I end up and I end up like screwing around and dying around 24. But whatever. And then I end up, this game's almost over. I end up kind of making my final stand. You'll see in a minute. It didn't last too long because it was actually a really poor choice for a final stand if I was planning on lasting very long. But I didn't really care. Um, I just wanted to show you guys that this strategy does work and it can get you to 25. And pretty much if it can get you to 25, it can get you to 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and then skip all the way to, I don't know, 100 if you even have that much time and you feel like doing that. But not many people do. And congratulations if you do feel like doing that, because that's just, I don't know how people do that. I get bored after like around 20, around 30. Um, the only thing that keeps me going is if I'm going for like a new record. But even that gets boring. Here, you can see I'm just like sitting in the teleporter. And there's nothing really I can do there. That guy came up from behind me. And I was gonna try to use the teleporter, but it didn't work exactly. But it kind of looked cool at the end, just going up, dying in the teleporter. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you guys want more tutorials like this, then just leave a comment letting me know or like it. That's how I'll know that you appreciated it. And alright, see you guys later.